Good morning, students. Today we are going to end our chapter. Our last topic is salts. Now, first of all, what are salts? So, those substances that are neither acidic nor basic but neutralized are called salts. How salts are formed? Salts are formed as a result of neutralization of an acid and a base. Uh, we can say that when an acid and base react with each other, then salt and water is formed, and the salt is a neutral substance because it is formed by neutralization reaction. So salts, they do not change the color of an indicator. Salts can be soluble or insoluble. So what will be the reaction? Acids plus base, it gives salts, water, and a lot of heat is produced. So the main product is neutralization reaction is salts, and the byproducts are water and heat. So neutralization reaction is also known as water forming reaction. Water forming reaction means because in this reaction there is a formation of water as a byproduct. So that's why neutralization is also known as water forming reaction. The most common salt that we consumed in our daily life are chemically known as sodium chloride. The salt which we use in vegetables or on the salad, that is table salt. Also, it's chemically known as sodium chloride. How is it formed? It is formed by the reaction between strong acid hydrochloric. Which acid is used? Hydrochloric acid. And which base is used? Sodium hydroxide is used. And when hydrochloric acid and sodium hydroxide reacts with each other, then they form sodium chloride and water. Sodium chloride is a salt. So there are large varieties of salts, but all salts are not neutral. Some salts are acidic, some salts are basic, and some salts are neutral. When acid is strong and base is weak, then salt is acidic in nature. The salt is acidic in nature. When both strong acid and strong base react with each other, then neutral salt is formed, that is sodium chloride. For example, when a strong acid like hydrochloric acid, and a weak base, ammonium hydroxide, reacts with each other, then what will form? Ammonium chloride is formed. So ammonium chloride is an acidic salt because in ammonium chloride, strong acid is utilized. But when base is strong and acid is weak, then salt is basic. For example, weak acetic acid and strong sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is a base which is strong, and weak acetic acid. Then what will form? Sodium acetate is formed, which is a salt, but its nature is basic. So we can say that salts can be neutral, acidic, or basic. Now we have to learn about the properties of salts. What are salts? Salt is an odorless white crystal. Salt is hygroscopic in nature. What is the meaning of hygroscopic? Means अगर हम उसको बाहर रख दें, it absorbs the moisture. आप नमक को बाहर रख दो जो हम घर में यूज़ करते हैं, तो वो जो मॉइस्चर है वो ऑब्जॉर्ब कर लेता है. दिस इज नोन एज हाइग्रोस्कोपिक. क्या बोलते हैं इसको? हाइग्रोस्कोपिक. इट हैज़ सॉल्टी टेस्ट, salt is soluble in water, and salt has very high melting point. So these are the properties of salts. Now we have to do uses of salts, where we use salts. First of all, salt is used in soil treatment. For example, if the soil is acidic, then farmers use ammonia based fertilizers. Ammonia based fertilizer means basic salt. Basic basic salt is used to neutralize the soil. If the soil becomes very basic, then calcium sulfate or even organic matter is used for neutralization, which is which is acidic in nature. Calcium sulfate or organic matter is acidic in nature. Second one is indigestion. What is indigestion? Suppose when we eat very fried food or spicy food, then in our stomach, which acid is produced? You already know that hydrochloric acid is produced in our stomach, which cause indigestion or acidity. So to control this acidity, we have to use antacid. Which antacid? Magnesium hydroxide. When magnesium hydroxide is used, or it is also known as milk of magnesia, which controls the acidity, because when acid and base reacts, then neutral salt is formed in our stomach and acidity controls. Third is insect bite. Suppose any common salt or bee bite causes redness and inflammation of skin. Whenever ant bites or bee bites, then it causes redness and inflammation of skin. Why? Because in the sting of bee or in the sting of ant, uh, there is an acid, that is formic acid is present in the sting of bee or as well as in the sting of ant. So to control that acid, we can use baking soda. And what is the chemically, what is basically what is baking soda? Chemically, baking soda is sodium hydrogen carbonate. Sodium hydrogen carbonate, or we can also use calamine solution. We can also use calamine solution, that is zinc oxide. Both are basic in nature, and which controls the, which neutralizes the formic acid which is present in ant sting or bee sting. But the wasp sting is basic. So to control the, to neutralize the base, we have to use vinegar, because vinegar contains acetic acid. So it is utilized to neutralize and treat the skin. Fifth one is fourth one is, sorry, disposal of factory effluents. फैक्ट्री का जो वेस्ट होता है, फैक्ट्री एफिलेंट्स मीन्स द वेस्ट फ्रॉम फैक्ट्रीज, दे आर वेरी एसिडिक, एंड व्हेन इट इज डिस्पोज्ड इनटू द रिवर्स, इट इफेक्ट्स द एक्वेटिक लाइफ. सो जो जो रिवर्स में एनिमल्स हैं या प्लांट्स हैं, दैट कैन डाई by the acidic waste. So it should be treated, or it should be neutralized with base before disposal. Last one is protection of teeth. When we eat something, then it releases acid in our mouth, which can cause cavities in our teeth. So we have to brush daily, because our toothpaste contains base which controls the acidity and protecting our teeth from decay. So these all are the uses of salt in our daily life. I hope that you all understand this topic. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.